Welcome to day 1 of this 30-day challenge. Please subscribe below. During this challenge, please remember to always listen to your body and take rests when needed. Let's start in a tabletop position. Start by flowing through cat and cow pose. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin for cat pose. Continue moving with your breath for a few cycles here, waking up the spine as you bring awareness into the moment. Breathing as you move. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky, and exhale, thread it through, bringing your right shoulder down towards the mat. Breathing here, allowing your shoulder to rest down on the mat as you find a twist in your torso. Now let's start to switch sides, extending your left arm up towards the sky and thread it under your right arm, resting your left shoulder and ear down on the mat. Staying here for a few breaths, feeling that stretch on the left side. Take one more deep breath in and exhale completely. Make your way back to your tabletop position. Start making circles in one direction with your hips, moving slowly at first, noticing any areas that feel tight, loosening up through the hips. When you're ready, mindfully start making circles in the opposite direction, moving to wake up through the hips and the lower back, moving as slow or as fast as you'd like. Inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Keep your left knee down on the mat. Sink your hips down and forward. Place your hands on your right thigh or lift your arms up overhead if you would like more of a challenge. Feel the stretch of your hip flexors and hold here for 5 full breaths. And as you exhale, sink deeper into the pose. Stay here for a few breaths. Now let's switch sides. Gently, slowly bring your knee back down, coming into tabletop position. Now bring your left knee forward, sinking your hips down and forward, keeping your right knee down on the mat. You can keep your hands interlaced on your knee, or you can reach your arms up overhead. Breathing here for 5 to 7 breaths, letting the body settle into the pose. On every inhale, see if you can find tension in the body, and on every exhale, sinking deeper into the pose. Breathing here in your low lunge. Keep finding that connection with your breath. Shift your hips back so that your front leg straightens and your hips stack over your back knee. Point your front toes up towards the sky. Forward fold over your extended leg, placing a slight bend in your front knee if needed. Taking a few breaths here, feeling the stretch along the back of the hamstring. Staying here for a few breaths. Shifting forward again, coming back to tabletop position. Now let's do the right side. Once again, start to shift your hips back, straightening your right leg and fold over your extended leg. Flex your front toes to engage your muscles. Stay here for a few breaths, deepening the stretch with each exhale. And we'll be here for a few more cycles of breath. Breathing. And then gently we're going to come back to our tabletop position, gently pressing yourself back. Bring your left knee towards your left wrist and slide your right leg back behind you, squaring your hips to the front of the mat. And folding forward if that feels good. Resting your forehead on the mat or your hands out in front of you. Staying here for 1, maybe 2 minutes. Allowing gravity to help you deepen down through the stretch. And on every inhale, notice any stretching or tension in the body. And every exhale, release that tension down, sinking deeper. And we'll be here for a few more cycles of breath. So keep connecting to the present moment. Noticing how you're feeling in this pose. And slowly we're going to make our way out of it, coming onto your palms, coming onto your fingertips and making your way into a tabletop position. And we'll make our way onto the other side. Left knee comes in towards the left wrist. Extend your right leg back, coming high up on the fingertips. And then make your way down towards the ground, folding over your front knee. Palms can stack to support the forehead. Noticing how the hips feel. Seeing if you can continue to square the hips down towards the ground. Maybe walk your hands forward in front of you, resting your forehead down on the mat. And breathe here as you continue to melt down into the foundations beneath you. Softening with every inhale and softening with every exhale. Allowing yourself to make any adjustments that are needed. Just notice how you're feeling in the pose, physically and emotionally. Find a few more cycles of breath here. And we'll start to come out of it, coming onto your hands, finding a slight back bend. And then make your way back into your tabletop position. Swaying the hips from side to side to rinse that out. And we'll slowly make our way into our butterfly stretch, Baddha Konasana. So sit down on your mat and bring the soles of your feet together, letting your knees fall out to the sides, holding your feet with your hands. Gently press your elbows into your thighs to open up the knees, letting your head and your shoulders relax. Once we're in our Baddha Konasana pose, hold here for about 1 minute as you continue to connect to the breath. Breathing into the stretch on every inhale and on every exhale. See if you can surrender deeper into the pose. Letting yourself continue to connect to the present moment. And we have a few more cycles of breath here in this pose. Continuing to breathe. Allowing yourself to connect to the present moment, softening the body. Maybe on your next inhale, you find length through the spine. And on every exhale, you sink a little bit deeper, forward folding into the pose. Keep connecting to the breath. Inhale and exhale to fold deeper into the stretch. And with each inhale, again, find tension in the body. And with each exhale, see if there's anything you can soften. Gently make your way out of it. Extend your legs out long. Reaching your arms up overhead when you're ready. And exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Grabbing whatever's accessible in the body. Maybe it's the toes or the shins. Curling the toes towards your face, sending the balls of the feet away from you. Noticing if the lower back and hamstrings are tight, you can always slightly bend the knees to release any pressure on the lower back. Slowly work on straightening the spine as you sink deeper into the pose. Finding the connection here with your breath. And just breathe here. Keep surrendering deeper into the pose. Adjusting as needed. Walking your hands up your body, shrugging your shoulders. Now let's wind down our practice with a few gentle stretches. Come into a reclined figure 4 pose, Lying down on your back and cross your right ankle over your left knee, drawing that knee in towards your chest, and hold the back of your left thigh or shin and take a few deep breaths. Feel the stretch in your right hip, and we'll stay here for about 30 seconds, connecting with the breath, seeing if you can soften the shoulders down towards the ground as you continue to connect to the foundations beneath you. And breathe. Slowly release both legs down and switch sides, drawing the right thigh in towards the chest as you cross the left leg over. And continue to hold here for 30 seconds, breathing deeply, connecting to the rhythm of your breath. Softening the shoulders down towards the ground. And breathe. Gently coming out of this pose. Making our way into happy baby, grabbing the outsides of both of the feet with the hands. Stacking the knees and the ankles in alignment. Bringing your knees into your armpits. Rocking from side to side. Moving with your breath. Softening the shoulders down to the ground. Stay here. Swaying from side to side. And then gently make your way down, bringing the soles of the feet together for reclined butterfly pose. Bringing the hands on your belly. Closing your eyes and taking a few deep breaths. Soften the body down towards the ground, letting Supta Baddha Konasana be our final resting pose. Letting go of any attention to the mind, relaxing the back of the body into the support of the earth beneath you. Taking this time to express gratitude for showing up for yourself. And stay here in this pose for as long as you need to. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through day 1, practice towards splits. If you liked this practice, please subscribe to my channel, and you can sign up below to be part of this 30-day challenge towards splits and get daily inspiration in your inbox. I look forward to seeing you for day 2 of our 30-day split challenge. Have a great day.